I've literally just logged in, and this guy's just standing there staring at me. I mean, how did you even get there? There's lights. You're not supposed to be able to spawn there. Oh, wait, did you maybe fall out of the mob farm and land there? Do I need to add more glass? Whatever, we can deal with that another day. The weather is absolutely awful. Let's see if we can do something about that. Apparently it's not night, so no, we can't do anything about that. Not a problem, we can just start in here. So last episode, we built up our melon and pumpkin farm, and I'm pleased to report it is working an absolute treat. We've got lots of many of the things, and that's going to enable us to get lots more emeralds from the villagers upstairs. And I've also put a portal in, because I figured it was about time we did that. Yep, there's also a sign for Beardcorp Industries. The name is clearly a work in progress. Any suggestions, do let me know in the comments. But in today's episode, we may do a bit of work over here later, but first off, I want to head over to our storage area. Nether tunnel could do with a bit of work. More profits, lovely. We're also now selling bone blocks over here as well. We've actually already sold 2 rows of those. They're selling well. Everything is good. We are making diamonds. This is not the portal I want. So when it comes to getting to our main base, bit dangerous. This isn't actually our portal, this is Liara's portal, but because she is basing directly below us, I can't really link up my own one, so we've just been making use of Liara's. Although I do have my own one up here, which comes out at Liara's one, but Liara's one comes out down there. It's fine, it's fine. We've got a quick way into the nether, just not a quick way out. So between episodes, I've done a little bit more work over here, primarily down here. I've started building more platforms, because we've got something I want to put in down here today, and for that, well, I needed more platforms. There wasn't much space on that level, and I think it's about time we start moving downwards. So I don't have some grand master plan for this, we're just winging it and making it up as we go along, but I do need to get all this textured and looking a little bit more bridge-like at some point, but we'll probably do that later in the episode, because I fully expect that probably to get altered and changed as we build today's farms. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're still doing farms, but we're going to make pretty farms, so that's a good thing. But the last resource I'm going to need lots and lots of up there that we're not currently farming, that is indeed farmable, is of course wool. So we need to get a whole bunch of sheep down here. Oh, actually no, I need dye farms as well. Oh, and a moss farm. And, okay, there's a few more farms we still need, but the main one is wool. I want to start producing wool as soon as possible so that we've got it available to us when we need it. So as I said, I don't really have much of a grand plan, but I'm thinking we're probably going to need 2 different areas for the sheep because we need, what, 16 different modules? And I think putting all them in one big dangly thing is going to end up with just a monstrous thing hanging down here. So I'm going to put some on that side, I'm going to put some on that side, but we're just going to, as usual, wing it, make it up as we go along. So let's see if we can get started and start planning some of this out. Although I am about to go on stream in a moment, so we're probably actually going to go over to the industrial area and build another farm. But then you'll know if we did that, because if we did, we're probably going to cut to a farm roundabout now. Yep, we totally made another farm. Well, actually, we made 2. This one we didn't do on stream. This one I did directly afterwards. But we did indeed just get off of a stream. I've got in a cactus farm now, which is something we've greatly needed. And it appears I haven't spawn-proofed the top of that tube. And I get the feeling one of my minecarts has stopped as well. But let's quickly spawn-proof this with a bit of string and see if we can't work out what's going on down there. Ow, 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 ow. Yep, looks like I washed away a little bit of the track over there, right in the middle. Oh, that's annoying. But that would have happened when I put this column in the middle, because it's full of water. So, yeah, clearly just wash that away at some point. But not a problem, we can quickly fix that. So in theory, if we just dig in the side here and make a bit of a mess, get rid of that top level of water there, and then get rid of the second layer. And then in theory, if we dig down here, there we go, there's the problem. So the rails back in, let's get some water back in down the bottom here. Remove these, and then ensure we get water sources back on these bits as well. And that should make all the bubbles go up. We want to make sure we're putting this on a powered rail. Oh, excellent. And then get that back in, and sorted, all fixed. I can't remember what we were doing now. Oh yes, new farms. So we have added a couple of cactus farms. They're nice and simple. If I land on the top here, you can see what's going on. Basically just got lots of water flowing down, and then we've got sand balanced on end rods, and then of course cactus, which gets broken every time it grows by the glass pane right there. That all then gets washed down into the corner here, goes into the pipes, and like everything else, goes into the storage system, and we're sorting that out on the bottom floor here. And it's not been running too long, and it's already producing, which is nice. But I did say today wasn't about the industrial district, and it's certainly not going to be, so we're going to head back over to the storage area, but that thing is starting to look really cool, and I do have plans on what we're going to do in that sort of gap we've got in the middle. I've got a few ideas, hopefully they're going to work, but we'll get to that in a future episode. For now, let's go make a start on this sheep farm. Wool farm. It's a wool farm. We're not farming the sheep. Well, I have absolutely no idea what happened, but apparently I completely destroyed the voiceover for this bit. So, what are we doing? Right, okay, I think this is where we were deciding where to put the sheep farm. We're discussing which one to do first, and yes, there's a lot less space on that side, so we decide to build on the other side. We start off by putting down a frame, we get some chests in on a little platform, trying to work out the size of the actual farm itself, and decide just to repeat that on the other side, and then we realise we'd actually made the platform a little bit too big, it seems. Looks like we then got a border around the platform, a little bit unsure of where it actually needed to go, and then expanded the storage by adding some more hoppers, some chests, and then some more hoppers with rails on top, and this is obviously the start of the actual sheep farm bit itself. Once I'd figured out the basic layout, I needed to make it look good, and apparently that's what I did. Yep, that looks pretty good, I don't mind that. And then I went up the top and realised that I probably actually wanted to lower it all a little bit and push the hoppers back, so I tore down all the stuff at the back, moved the hoppers lower down on the chests, and then rebuilt all the rail bit and so on, got the minecarts in, and eventually that looked pretty good. I then got the grass in, realised it was going to go right to the edge of the platform, and I think I mentioned I was going to cover up the sides with trapdoors at some point, and then we got the observers in looking at the grass the sheep's going to eat, and then we put in the dispensers which are obviously going to shear the sheep, and then we got some redstone on the back, and then it looks like we just stood around talking about that for a while, and oh, there we go, look, there's the trapdoors I said we were going to get in, and then we got back to work. We got some hoppers on top of the dispensers, got all the chests in. At this point I was discussing lighting, and I think I mentioned shroom lights in the nether because they were solid blocks. I didn't have any sea lanterns around at the time, and I didn't think they would fit quite so well either. I think I then waffled for a while about getting the glass in and so on, and I realised that with the balcony we had here and the fact we were putting one on the other side, we could probably get in a little bit of a bridge. So I put down a couple of blocks to indicate where that was going to go. And then I think this was about the point I started complaining about having to go get shroom lights again because those things are a pain to harvest. And then at this point things got even worse. Turns out my hard drive was full and the recording stopped altogether. Yep, so there goes a chunk of this episode. On the plus side though, I guess you don't have to put up with me waffling on about sheep farms quite as much, but I mean I've literally done it all. I've done it all, apart from actually getting the sheep in. But we'll get those sorted in a moment. But these bridges are looking a lot better. We've got all this stylized. I actually changed my mind on where I was going to put these as well, although I think that bit of audio was missing. I've basically just edited up to this point, and this has been an absolute nightmare. For the first part of it, we didn't capture any of the audio. I think I accidentally hit the mute button on the actual physical device of my mic, which was just silly. That was when I moved it. And then when I was recording the second part, I just didn't have enough hard drive space, and as a result the recording got completely corrupted because I'm a silly and I was recording in the wrong format. Look, I'm a noob, I don't know what I'm doing, and basically if it doesn't complete recording, it deletes the whole thing. So yeah, it hasn't worked out particularly well, but on the plus side we do have completed wool farms now, apart from, as I say, the actual sheep. That's going to be fun trying to get them in here, but I've done it in such a way that we've got this bridge thing. It did actually work out quite well. We can come up here and see the sheep, and of course we can get to the top to put in the shears. We've also got the second wool farm over this side. I ran out of trapdoors. I think that's pretty much the only bit that's missing. There's a couple of trapdoors there, and of course we're going to need to get some frames in for the wool. Lastly, I have also added in a bit of a bridge down here. Obviously this one has not been designed up properly because I don't know where it's going to go yet, what it's going to connect to, or anything. I just figured that these are all sort of dead ends and we're going to want it to go somewhere, so why not? But with those new farms in, it's actually bringing this area together even more. It's adding some height to the whole thing. You can kind of see how the structure's going to come together. It's just going to be a higgledy-piggledy mess all the way down to the bottom, by which I mean it will go down as far as it needs to. I don't intend to just keep building for the sake of building. It's time for us to head out into the big wide world and find ourselves some sheep that we can lure down here, and I'm thinking we should just be able to walk them in the entrance, right? And then once we get them down here, we could actually just build a little platform there and fence off an area and breed up the sheep. We only need to get 2 down here, and then once they're bred up, we can somehow drag them into the pods they need to be into. I have a feeling this place is going to get a lot messier before it gets tidier again. I need wheat, otherwise I can't get any sheep. So ideally we want to be finding some sheep up here somewhere, because that's going to be much easier for us to get back inside, but that does mean we might have to sort of lower the mob cap slightly. Sorry fellas, but yeah, we might have to keep doing that a little bit until we get a couple of sheep, but that shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Look at that, sheep straight away, excellent. Sorry, come along you two, we can get you inside. Don't fall off the cliff, don't fall off the cliff. Oh. Oh no. It's just you then, it's all on you. Yes, that's it. Go into the cave. This way. I know, I know. Hey, this is the dangerous bit. Easy now. Easy now. No, no. Come on. Come on. Come on, so close. Just get down. Oh. Right, that's one. Let's see if we can find another. There's one. Oh, there's two. Let's grab both of them just in case. Come on then, you two. I'm going to try a slightly different method this time. Get off the edge. And you. No, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine. Trust me. Come on. Right, let's do this. Oh. I mean, fair enough. You win some, you lose some. Now to breed them up. Excellent. So we're going to need 16 sheep, but I'll probably get a couple extra just in case because of, well, you know, accidents. But the other thing I need to do is sort out some dyes because I don't really think I've got much of any of the dyes at the moment. They're not as bad as I thought, but we are still missing quite a few. We have 10 out of the 16 that we need. Let's go see if we can find the rest. First stop is over here, and I've actually just found this as well, so I'm going to quickly stick this up because, oh, doesn't that look lovely? And that should create some particles as well. There they are. Oh, getting distracted. So the lilacs will give us the magenta dye, and if we make another yellow, we can mix that with our extra red, and that will get us the orange one. Okay, so we just need cyan, green, lime green, and brown, I think. So first stop is to go get some cactus. Conveniently, someone built a farm over here. And we're also going to need a sea pickle, but I think I actually might have one of those in one of my chests. Let's have a look. I do, and we had cactus there as well. Typical. Don't, however, have any cocoa beans, and that, I think, is the last thing we're going to need. But I do happen to know where a jungle is, and the weather has turned. Oh dear. Ooh, what's this? Right, let's not look. Probably spoilers. There's the jungle. Now to find some cocoa beans. Easy. So we can convert them into brown dye, but we actually need to cook the sea pickles and the cactus in order to make some cyan dye. And we're going to need more rockets. That was our last one. Oh dear. Question is, can we make it home? We're not too far away. Lots of swooping. Yoink. While I'm here, I'll grab a bit of lapis as well. We're going to need that for the cyan dye. And we'll feed the sheep while we're passing through. That's it, keep them coming. What is that? Wow. Well, that was just rude. Anyway, let's get our bits cooked up. Overkill, really, using a lava bucket for 3 items, but whatever, it's fine. There we go. We now have lime green, we have the green, we have the brown, and if I click that, we now have the cyan. So, yep, we have all 16 dyes now. That is our sheep dyeing needs covered. And now we play the waiting game. Shush you. And you. How often can you eat? I suppose in the meantime I should probably put in some kind of way to actually get up there. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? But that should just about do it to be able to get these first 4 in. I wonder, is it possible to move one of the baby ones in there? Guess we're going to have to do this, aren't we, to actually pull you out over the top? Simple. So holding the wheat should help. No. Why? Why would you do that? You didn't need to make that choice. Get out from under there, you. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't going to end well. Okay, let's make this a little bit safer, shall we? Silly sheep. Let's just make a fresh one. And then let's try with another, shall we? Get out from under the trapdoor. There we go. No. Come on, you. Let's get the wheat. Don't jump off the edge this time. You saw what happened to your buddy. Or sibling, I should say. Come on. That's it. Come on. Yes. And then slowly. In you go. Excellent. Now we just need to dye him. So I think I'm going to start with the yellow. Look at that. Sheep number 1 in place. And conveniently, the timing works out that by the time I've actually got one of the babies in, the parents are ready to make another. So come on then, you. Next one. No. We'll make the next one orange. And now to repeat this another 14 times. And there we go. That is the last of them. We just need to wait for them to grow up. And we do, of course, still need to get shares in them. But we've got 8 in this side. And, of course, 8 over here. And these ones are actually starting to grow up now, which is nice. Now we get the signs in. And wait for all the sheep to be shared so we can label the signs. Oh, the green one's been done. And there we go. The first of many. Now we just need to clean up this bit and we're all done. I'm really pleased with that. And that should definitely make things easier for us. I've just noticed the particles from that one blossom thing over there. They're coming all the way over here. That's awesome. But sadly, that's all we've got time for today. I hope you have enjoyed the episode and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.